All right, so on our warm up, we're looking for the first two. We're looking for the slant height right here. So how are we going to set that up in the Pythagorean theorem? Okay, good. So since we're looking for the hypotenuse, we add because we're looking for the longer side. I mean, it makes sense. When you're looking for the longer one, you need to add to find the longer one. Okay, so what does that give you? Is it like 66? 68? Okay, on this one, we're looking for the slant height right here. So this side is 15 right here, matches up to this. How long is this side of the triangle going to be? 6, because it's half of 12. 12 goes all the way. This is only half of it. So this is going to be 6. And so we're going to do 15 squared plus 6 squared square rooted. And what that give you? 16.16. Okay, on these next two, we're looking for the height because we're given the slant height on these. So on this one, I want to know the height right here. So on this triangle, this side is 9. This matches up to the slant height. How long is this side of the triangle going to be? 3, because it's half of that. And we're looking for this, so we're going to subtract. When you know the hypotenuse, you subtract because you're looking for one of the smaller sides. You're looking for a shorter side, so it makes sense that you would need to subtract here to find the shorter side. So we do 9 squared minus 3 squared square rooted, and what does that give you? 8.49. Okay, and then on this one, we're looking for this. We're going to subtract 8 squared minus 3 squared square rooted. What does that give you? 7.42, 7.42 hundredths inches. Okay, so what does capital P stand for in our formulas? Perimeter of the base. What does the capital B stand for? Okay, area of the base. What does that L stand for? Stands for the slant height, and the H stands for the height. Okay, so these two numbers, which one of these is the height? The 10 is the height. Which one's the slant height? 10.77. All right, you see the difference between the height and slant height? The height goes from the middle of the base up to the vertex. It goes through the middle of it, through the very middle of the pyramid. The slant height goes from the middle of an outside edge up to the vertex. Slant height's going along the outside. The height goes up through the middle of the solid shape. Okay, so what we're doing today is we're practicing all the stuff we've done this week, finding lateral area, total surface area, volume of pyramids and cones. And I've got all the formulas right here. So as you're working through your stuff today, make sure you carry that around with you so you can remember all these formulas. So let's work out a couple of these problems. So on the first one right here, what's the perimeter of the base of this pyramid? 16. It's 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. What's the area of the base? It's 4 times 4. And it's 16 square centimeters. All right, now we want to find the height because the 6 is what? The 6 is the slant height, so I'm going to go ahead and put that here. We know the slant height is 6. But I want to find the height, so just like we did on our warm-up right just a second ago. This side is 6. How long is this side down here? It's 2. So am I adding or subtracting on this one? Subtract, since I know the hypotenuse. So I'm going to go 6 squared minus 2 squared square rooted. And what does that give you? 5.66. Okay, now lateral surface area, total surface area, and volume. This is a pyramid, so I'm using lateral surface area is P times L divided by 2. Total surface area is P times L divided by 2 plus B, and the volume is B times H divided by 3. So for the lateral surface area, it's P times L divided by 2. P times L divided by 2, which is what? 48. Okay, it's 48 square centimeters. Okay, for the total, it's P times L divided by 2 plus B, which is what? 64 square centimeters. And then volume is B times H divided by 3. B times H divided by 3 is volume of a pyramid. So 16 times 5.66 divided by 3 is what? Okay, 30.19 cubic centimeters. Okay, on this cone, what's the radius? 3. What's the height? 10. How are we going to find the slant height? Plus 10 squared plus 3 squared, square rooted. Which is what? 10.44. All right, now we're dealing with the cone here, so now I'm looking at these formulas. Pi r L plus pi r squared, and pi r squared times h divided by 3. So for the lateral, it's pi r L. So pi r L which is what? Okay, we're going to say 98.4 square meters. Okay, for the total surface area, it's pi r L plus pi r squared, because we've got to get in the area of the base, the area of that circular base. And what does that give you? 126.67 square meters. Now for the volume, it's pi r squared times h divided by 3. Which is what? 94.25. Cubic centimeters. Okay, I'm going to skip that one. Let's look at this very last one down here. So what's the perimeter of the base on this pyramid?
60.
It's 60, because it's 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12. Okay, for the area of the base, it's apothem times perimeter divided by 2. So the apothem is 8.26 times the perimeter of 60 divided by 2, which is, okay, 247.8 yards, square yards. Okay, what's the height? Okay, that one's just given to us. It's 15. Now to find the slant height, I'm looking for this. So I've got this right triangle made. So am I adding or subtracting on that one? I'm adding. So it's going to be 15 squared plus 8.26 squared, square rooted. which is what? 17.12. All right. Lateral surface area of a pyramid is P times L divided by 2. Which is what? All right, for total, it's P times L divided by 2 plus B which is what? All right, and then for volume, it is V times H divided by 3 and that is